everybody. Welcome to IGL. My name is Facecam, and we have a very special guest today. This guy is not only an incredible ASMR artist, but he mods for literally everybody on Twitch. If you're an ASMR streamer on Twitch and you don't have this guy as a mod, what the hell are you doing? Get with the program, y'all. Get with the program. Um,
Oh my god.
but yeah, without further ado, let's welcome our special guest, Jadee17. How you doing?
Yo, what's up? Thank you for having me, Keith.
We got a few great topics to cover, so let's get right into it. First, how did you get into ASMR?
Yeah, like interesting. I'm aware of like ASMR like back in like 2015 because uh I discovered this link on Facebook. Yeah, I know Facebook, right? I know, right? Like they're in the video like they're using like binaural sounds from the streets of New York, and like, wow, this is interesting. Like I was like listening to my earphones back and like, wow, this is interesting. And then like I dug deep into it, like the thing. So like basically like when you search ASMR on YouTube, like it's basically like I think like it's still mukbang and like ear licking and ear eating. So that's the thing. Like that's the thing that I'm still not like caught up in ASMR like it. Like I haven't like dwell into it. Like I just until 2020, August of 2020, like I just got hooked to it. So I'm aware like back in 2015, I just got hooked by it last August of 2020. So
Hmm,
yeah.
nice. And how'd that lead you to the Twitch sphere of things?
Yeah, like so like basically like everybody is in a pandemic, and like most of the people are like inside, like all of us do like back in 2020. And then so like I feel like I stuck in the rut, like especially like me, like in a wheelchair and like all that stuff. Like you have that same routine over and over again, and then like it's basically like eat, wake up, and then play some things, play with your relatives and all that, and then sleep. So like I want to like try to like get out of the rut, and like I try to like search things like back from my past, like what else did I do like back then. And then like I've tried searching again like ASMR, like, and then like I um I discovered like because since like I've already seen the mainstreams, like the mukbang and the ear eating, like ear
Mhm.
licking, like there's no problem for me. And then go I that's when I try to like uh go deep into that rabbit hole. And then I found like Tiptoe Tingles back then. Like back then she got like 20K subscribers. And then
Oh,
that's was the first time that I encountered like tingles. Like holy shit, holy shit, and like, oh, this is interesting. Like because I'd known tingles like back then, but I haven't like experienced it. Like I'm one of the people who are like have a tingle immunity uh
yeah,
of some sort. Like it's like when people like experience it, man, I'm so like envious and all that stuff. Like damn.
totally. The thing about tingle immunity for most people. I mean, some people, yeah, have full blown tingle immunity where nothing gives them tingles, but for many people, myself included, um, I, for one, am very trigger specific when it comes to tingles. Like scratching on certain things that gets the tingles going for me. When I was about 5 years old, um, the first thing that gave me ASMR was my parents sweeping on the patio. The sound
Oh,
of the
nice.
sweeping made me drown in tingles, and because I was five
You're
and
lucky.
yeah, but because I was five and also as an autistic person, I tend to get sensory overload. I
Mhm.
couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
but
like that's
but eventually I started to feel softer, more tolerable levels of tingles down the road. Um,
in a way like you're like kind of desynthesize it on some sort,
I guess
or
that could be the case, but
it drowned out some of it. Like it kind of deep, it dug deep to your like sensory for quite some time. In a way, you're like used to it
yeah,
in some point.
in a way.
Mhm.
Like like for sweeping now, it still gives me tingles, but yeah, not nearly as intense as it did when I was five, for sure. But also different triggers give me different levels. The tingliest, full blown ASMR trigger for me is scratching a phone mic like this.
Scratching.
Yeah.
Like in my my it takes a time to like get my like finding my own triggers, because like what Tiptoe Tingles did, like her niche back then, like earlier, was like fast and aggressive one. So
Mhm.
like the way she like kind of aggressively like move around the mic covers, like it gave me tingles. And
Yeah. Would you say
uh
that's the tingliest trigger for you?
back then, like this is the thing what I hate the most about like my brain is like the more like I've listened to it, like the more it gets used to it. Like, nope, you're gonna get immune by this anymore. You're not gonna experience it anymore. So as of now, as I've checked, I don't get tingles from it anymore. It's ridiculous. It's
Oh.
ridiculous.
Do you get
And
tingles at all anymore?
I still get tingles, and because Chris Land
Ah,
like
yeah.
introduced me to visual triggers and like hand movement, because like he's the guy like around the ASMR Twitch, like who always redeems like hand movements. And like there are some
Mhm.
there's some streamers who are like name the trigger after him, which is so funny. So like
Shout out to
there,
Chris, by the way. He was our
yeah.
previous guest.
Oh yeah, I've
Really
watched that.
great
It's so
guy.
good. It's so good. And like, hey. And like she that's the thing. Like he introduced me to hand movements, and then the visuals, like, oh my god, like this is good. Like it's still possible. I still can get tingles out of it. Like the very first ASMR channel that I've got tingles was like from like a Reiki session from ASMR Blush. So
Ah,
that's the
shout
first
out to
one. That's the
Blush.
first one. Yeah, like it's so like surreal. Like I tried to keep watching the one. Unfortunately, I cannot save it anymore. But
Hmm.
I still get tingles from that type of session. It's amazing. Like like it doesn't happen that often, but it's still like if I can actually like focus on the trigger, like I still get tingles on it, but
Oh.
not as intense anymore, which is still ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we do get desensitized if we listen to the same thing to give us tingles over and over again.
Imagine,
That's the thing. but but yeah,
ima-
you get away from it for a while and eventually they do come back. For most people.
for most
I can't
people.
speak for everybody obviously, but for the most part that is the case. Um
Imagine me listening to ASMR 24 hours a day. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Jesus.
yeah. Um, let's talk modding now. You and myself mod for a lot of streamers. It's 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 modding is here's the thing about modding. Yes, it's fun. A lot of people want to be mods, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't realize it takes work and it can be stressful sometimes because you have to
It's ridiculous.
you
Yes.
get the
Yes.
privilege of seeing all oh my
Mm-hmm.
god,
Exactly.
I'm trying to
Exactly.
I'm trying to put this in the best way possible and failing miserably right now, and I'm not cutting that fact because I want people to know. I want people to know just how important this message is, that you tend to see the most interesting shit that people try to write in chat. And it could
Interesting shit. Very interesting.
not everybody can handle it, let's just say.
I've seen some stuff and it's ridiculous. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you can.
Mhm.
Yeah, mod view, auto mod is your best friend and your worst
Yep.
enemy
Yep.
because it makes your job a hell of a lot easier, but it also means that you're alone in this battle
Oh,
with your fellow mods, and
yes.
everyone else just gets to sit back and relax, and you're like, I hate my
Like
life. What is this shit?
you're
So
not wrong. You're not wrong.
yeah,
Jesus.
tangent aside, what are some of the first streamers that you modded for, and how did it lead you into a rabbit hole of modding a lot of streamers?
Oh my god. I'm gonna get called out by this. So like I have so many streamers to like mention in this one. So like so basically like I'm just gonna continue the part how I get into ASMR in on
Sure.
Twitch. So basically like around back then, like August, like so Tiptoe Tingles, and then I get back to my old like streamers, which is Frivolous Fox ASMR.
Yeah.
And then I've
Furby's the
watched
goat.
her. Like I've watched her like doing like ear licking, which is like to me like interpretation like at face value. Like it's just a trigger to me. Like it
Mm.
just so happens like just I learned this stuff from ASMR Twitch that it can be sexual. So like
Oh, of
wait,
course.
really?
Literally
Like
everything can. Let's be
like
real.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Like I don't know why people like don't understand it. Like you do you like okay. So basically, yeah, like I tried to like watch some of Frivy's videos back then, and then until I came across to this pin channel on her YouTube, like which is like the accident. So like it's basically
Mm.
she tells her life story about things, and then I got touched.
Yeah,
I
me
got touched
too.
like basically like I cried back then, like
Me
legit
too.
no cap.
Oh, dude,
Like
me too.
Jesus Christ,
I fucking bawled when I watched that video.
like it was like around like middle of the night, like 3 a.m. Like oh my god, like it kind of resonates me, like because I didn't realize how much like a help like I gave, like she gave to me like personally. And like
Mm.
that's the thing, like back then like ASMR in general is like a taboo for like most stereotype people, if
Hmm.
that's like in some cases. So like basically me, my family, like from my family, like I hide ASMR like porn like back then. But now I don't care anymore. So I
Yeah.
didn't subscribe to her. Like I've known her back in 2015. I just subscribed to her like just almost 2 years ago. So then I continued to watch her, and then eventually like she live streams in YouTube. Watch her some of bots, like just some stuff moments, and then I encountered like, oh, there's ASMR on Twitch. Like that's interesting. So that's when I like started like following, like started like warming up to it. So like I've been on her community like since 2020. And then like
Nice.
during that time, like she was like streaming ASMR like and raiding and she's raiding small time streamers. So that's I still remember this one. um she raided basically ASMR stream, and then she raided the first small time streamers that she raided that I was a part of the raid was the Gilded Witch. So then that's the first time like I've
Shout out to
exposed to like
Gilded.
small time ASMR artists back then, and like like I'm like oh my god, like there's other ASMR artists that do this. Like I don't know what ASMR artist term is. Like oh, there's like ASMR artists
Oh yeah.
that's done this. Like oh, that's amazing. Like that's like my first time like getting exposed to like interacting with like streamers like on Twitch, because like I don't usually use Twitch that much. Like I just use it for like watching games, and then like f it, like yeah, basically that's the way Twitch is. And then from Gilded, she raided Bad Yin Yang, so Steph. So then
Love Steph.
um Steph's community was so welcoming, so welcoming. That's when got introduced by the likes of Ali ASMR or Lunar Ali, and then like
Yes.
got exposed to her community. And then like a couple of weeks later, okay, this is the question. Sorry, I went for a tangent there.
It's
So
all
sorry. So,
good.
so a couple
It's
of
good to
weeks
have
later,
context.
like a streamer named Blitzberg Beast was doing ASMR, and then like he was one of my recommended. And then like because he streams like um early afternoon for me, because like I'm on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
So like
I
as a
just woke
mod,
up and it's I just for a little bit of context there. I just woke up before we start recording and it's midnight for JD.
yeah, like for me, like as from the other side of the world, like you get to watch like like North American streamers like doing obviously like nighttime ASMR. And like
Mm.
my weakness is like European ASMR artists. Like okay, I cannot. so sorry. So it was Blitzbird Beast, and then like
Yes.
I was like going back and forth into his community and Lunar Alley's community. And then obviously like Blitz has so many connections on like ASM artists, like uh Yeah, back then. And then when he promotes streamers, I tend to follow. So I follow my very first mod ship was the name of ASMR Artista, or now called ASMR Busy Bunny or Busy Bunny.
Ah,
so
Busy
so,
Bunny.
ba-
Love Busy
so,
Bunny.
so Busy Bunny is the one that started it all, and like the moment she puts me to a mod, like I got like freak out, like wait, responsibility. What am I gonna do? So like legit, like I legit panicked like around on that time. Like, what am I gonna do? I was like hanging around on the mod view, like I don't know what to do. So many buttons, so many things. Like I
It is
was
an
way too
interesting new
overwhelmed.
experience.
I was way too overwhelmed. So like I get advice from the likes of like ASMR mod chips here for with the likes of Chris Landon, Saint
Yes.
909, Blitzberg Beast, Casey Afternoon, those streams, those mod ships, like I ask advice from, like, like just do your own thing, like you'll get to find your own style, you'll get your own niche, and then eventually like it kind of works.
Mhm.
And like yeah, that's the thing, like coming to the next question, like how it gone on that deeper rabbit hole, because from the start of 2021, I was unemployed, and then like I have nothing else to do. Like, so basically this is like my new rut, but in a good way, in a good way. So it's basically I haven't like gone to like any other platforms apart from Twitch. So like I kind of marinate myself
Oh, not even YouTube
from
or Twitch.
Twitch. It was from YouTube, then slowly transitioning to Twitch. So like right now, like I haven't like got too much exposure to like ASMR YouTube.
Uh,
But yeah, since like the YouTube algorithm is the only things that, like, it's my only hope, like finding like new videos, new stuffs, obviously. So yeah, like, so I'm unemployed. I'm just basically like freelance. So but yeah, technically unemployed. So I've been around on like so many communities. I followed so many ASM artists. And then like I just like, be like a decent human being. Like say hi, like hello, like interact and all that stuff, and like, try to like make some, like good get into their topics and all that. And then like eventually like someone like asked like, hey, can you be a mod? Like I have nothing else to do. Like sure. So sure. So like eventually, like obviously, because the ASMR community on Twitch was like so like stacked up, because like you have like communities from other communities that know each other because they watch the same, ASMR. So like you'll get to see other communities, and then you'll see other streamers.
yeah.
And then eventually like, hey, you want to be a mod? Hey, you want to be a mod? The problem is I cannot say no. I cannot say no. So
I've
basically,
had
like,
people say no to me before. It's usually
uh,
it's built because some people are not comfortable being mods for streams that they can't make it to on a regular basis. Because some people have the
oh yeah,
mindset of like, I'm a mod for this person, I have to go mod, I have to go mod. But the truth of the matter is, unless you're being paid to be a mod,
hmm,
there really is no obligation to be at every stream.
yeah,
It's just you're there, when you feel like showing up, and when you do, you happen to be able to protect the chat. That kind of thing. I too mod for a lot of streamers, and there's no physical way of me being at all those streams and actually being
yeah,
dedicated to
exactly.
protecting the chat. That's impossible. And
Hmm.
I honestly barely even have time to go to a few streams a night because I'm so damn busy all the time.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like that's like in a way like a perfect storm. Like um since like I have nothing else to do, and then like most like mod ships are like from North America, and like
Hmm.
they're like just tired, and like they're sleepy throughout their day, and I'm just my day is just like starting like basically when streamers start their stream, it was like right around the afternoon for me, which is like good. Like I'm not gonna, I'm immune to your streams, like in theory most of them. But still like there's some are like, I need to like turn off the volume, and like, you're too powerful. So you're too powerful. So yeah, like from like people who are like basically from recommendations, like, hey, you should mod this one. Like even for you, Keith, like I
Mm-hmm.
think like so many people have like recommended me, like I just forgot who, but I got so many recommendations from here and then, and like at to the point like I've got I've modded like 6 to 7 mod chips in one day. It is taxing,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
I was having fun. I was having fun. Like I haven't got that burnout until this year. Until
Yeah.
this year, like eventually it will caught up to you, and like there are some like now it comes at point that there are like some streamers like I need to say no to, like I cannot mod you anymore because like number one, like stuff's happening, and then like it's very different back then because uh in November of 2021 I just recently got a job, and like it's still work from home. I can still be on Twitch,
Yeah.
but it's not gonna be the same interacting because now I'm doing something. I'm doing something.
Exactly.
So now like I'm a lurking mod. Like I'm a lurking mod now. Like if people like ask me to like mod for them, like I gave them a disclaimer. I gave them a
Yeah.
disclaimer that I will probably be on your stream. I maybe lurk, but yeah, I have work. So like if you're like cool to that, like sure, why not? I will gladly help you. Like I will just silently bonk people like if needed. Like please make me a temp mod. Like people have given me like temp mods like almost like 2 years. Like it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
So like yeah,
nine
like
nine times
it
out of eight, a
at
temporary
at
modsmanship
one
is
point,
really just going to be temporary. That you're there, but then you're just going to continue having the sword. That's how it works.
yeah, like at one point, like I think my very increased like my most swords was like hey, get ready for this, it was 69. It was 69. I'm not joking, I am not
That
joking,
is
it was
awesome.
69 mod chip. Like whenever I told them like I got 69 mod chip, okay, no one mods JD anymore, okay, uh he's at top peak, okay, okay, sure, we're not modding anymore. So like yeah, like as of this like recording, I just checked it again, it was now right around like 59, 59, and like I am
Oh,
planning to like
so ten people need to mod you again.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, like I am still like planning to like um unmod some of the few swords because like again like I got that same like feelings that you get, like I cannot go to their streams anymore. It can
Hmm.
either be I'm too busy, I cannot catch their streams, and like basically like I'm just like ashamed of like not having to be there, and like for me like being a mod, I don't want it to be like just a flair, if you get me. Like
Hmm.
it's like some people, some streamers like just are just cool with that, like I'm sure. Like for me it's like you still have this like some sense of responsibility looming
Yeah.
onto your head, like
Totally.
oh yeah, like but yeah, like I'm still like planning to like reduce some things, and like you know
The thing
but
is, I tend to have that
yeah.
sense of responsibility for streamers that have very few other mods, but streamers like me who have a ton of mods, I feel less that because I know there's gonna be more that can cover the
Like,
responsibility.
like
Uh,
exactly like
cause,
my only excuse not like unmodding is like I'm a temp mod, like like I'm still
yeah,
there, like you cannot see me, like I'm still like watching your whole freaking stream, Keith, and like I'm there, like I'm just watching, like hey, nice, that's nice, it's nice. Like there's like there are like at some point that since you got this burnout, and then eventually you'll recognize that your social battery is not there anymore, and then you cannot like
hmm,
have the ability to like entertain some people, or like it got to the point that like you cannot like interact like back then because now like there's something that is preoccupied to your mind, and now like you have things to like think about, and now you cannot have that same energy that you give uh to streamers back then. So like every once in a while, like I need to save, and like so like for the being civil and like being like friendly, like, I just say hi, like I ask them like how they're doing, hope they're doing well, and like how's life.
Yeah.
And like basically like after that, like I just chill with their streams because I am low-key drained. I am low-key drained to
I
most things.
I can hardcore relate. I consider myself an extrovert and I can hardcore relate. Even I have my limits.
Like I'm an introvert, by the way, so like
Yeah.
this is like me like going out of like, because it got to a point that it's I've been on this rut for too long. Like I tried to force myself to become like an extrovert, like
Oh,
even
that's not really something you can force yourself to do. It's just who you are, you know. Sure, you
yeah,
can.
maybe.
It really is something that kind of happens naturally from life experiences and how you change as a person over
Mhm.
time. It's not something you could just willingly change. I mean, I guess it can be for very few people, maybe. I'm no
it
psychologist, but
it can't be,
from what I've seen from people, that seems to be the case.
because basically how I evaluate like how I things like run things and like interact with people, like I am usually like very silent, and like I'm just that the silent guy in the group, basically
Yeah.
me in IRL. And like maybe it's just maybe it's within me, it's innate, it's my innate ability to have the ability to like communicate with people. Is maybe it's just like there all along. Like I just like it's just that this same old like persona, like being like, there's like nothing things going on, and like yeah, maybe like I just think like I'm an introvert, like maybe. But then like I sometimes surprise myself like, oh okay, like I can still do it, like much less stream much less streaming, like I'm not in a million years I would do. So yeah, like maybe it's there all along, kinda, in a way.
Yeah. Um so let's speaking of streaming, let's talk about your own streams. So what eventually led you to start streaming ASMR yourself?
Oh my God. So basically, like I've been on this community for almost 2 years, because August will be my second year. So like throughout the whole 2021, like since I'm mostly everywhere, what they may call, because I just like supporting streamers, supporting ASM artists specifically.
Hmm.
So like when there's like a conversation and this, a conversation and that, like yeah, like eventually when some communities have known you, they make a meme out of you.
That's so true.
They freaking get a meme out of you, because like people have like warm up over time, like couple of weeks, couple of months, like they make a meme out of you. Like
Hmm.
basically my first meme was like, if you know like Holiday Paranormal, like I have like so many E's. I have so many E's in my names. So that's basically Jade. So like that's the first meme. And then like so on and
Jade.
so forth. Like Jade. And like
I
I
just made
think
a new one. You're now a Mortal Kombat character.
like Jade.
you're the male Jade.
Like Jade. So yeah, like there's like memes, and then eventually this freaking meme starts. Follow me for no apparent reason. I don't stream. Just follow me. And then like it got so freaking bad, at least for me, how I interpreted it. It got so bad. Like the meme like is like the top 10 jokes that went too far. Like
Hmm.
it got caught up with the communities of like Ali, and then Steph, and then eventually like Chris, and then Saint, and then eventually like big streamers like Maya. Like, oh my god, what are you guys
Yeah.
doing?
Shout out
So
to
like
Maya. Maya I've actually known since she had like 44 subscribers on YouTube, believe it or not.
OG,
Maya
let's
and I go way
go.
back.
OG, let's go.
Yeah.
I respect OGs right
Maya,
here.
please come back on the show, by the way.
And
It's
like
gonna have to happen.
and like earlier, like she VIPs me like as of this recording. Like I'm still like shocked about it. Like why? Just hey, excuse me? Like I'm just honored. Just thank you. And like yeah, like sorry, tangent again. So that meme, like just follow me for apparent reason. Like it got to the point like there are like streamers who are like small time streamers who are like put their title like go follow JD17, you guys will earn a name trace. Like you
Yeah.
you guys earn a name trace. And like I check my freaking things and like it got so many follows. And
Rightfully
so
so, man.
from one meme to another, the next meme is like, hey, since like you got like one checklist of your affiliate, why not push to stream? So like no. Hell no. Hell no. So like yeah, you know what that happens, right? You know what that happens.
Yeah.
So like after the Go Follow Jade, like they they pressure like support me to stream, like they support me to stream like in every time like I visited some of my like streamer friends, ASM artists, and like, hey, go follow Jade, he's gonna stream soon, like go follow Jade, you know, so you don't miss out. What the frick, what the frick, what the frick is going on, like what the hell is going on, like every single time, like from one ASM artist to another, one ASM artist to another, like go follow Jade, go follow Jade, like, and then
So have I been getting it wrong then? Is the official pronunciation Jade? Let's settle the debate.
it's basically it's both wrong.
Oh,
It's not JD, it's not Jade. It's because JD comes from my household name around here.
uh,
It's like a Filipino accent. It's called Jadee.
Jadee.
Mm-hmm. And few people know that. So like
Well, now
when
more
people
people
like,
will.
oh my god, so like people like they're like, oh, I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name, like it's fine, it's JD or JD. I it's no worries, you know, it's no worries. You can call me Jade, you can call me JD. Like Frivy calls me Jade, it's now JD, I don't know why. And then Steph calls me Jade, people call me but most like predominantly like dominantly, I mean it's now JD,
Yeah.
because like I have like second first and second name, so like
Well, I
still.
have no choice but to call you Jadee from now on.
I mean, sure, sure, sure. So like, yeah, like it's basically Jade or JD, but it's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's like our like Filipino accent is like Jadi, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can still call me Jade or Jade. It's fine. Everything's fine. I have like I'm not like offended like when people are like pronounce my name. No, it's no biggie. It's no biggie. We all Gucci here. We all Gucci.
Yeah. Yeah, people never mispronounce Famcam, but they do misspell it
Fam cam.
sometimes with a
Yeah.
C.
Oh yeah, like I what's your previous name back then? It's not Famcam, right? Or Famcam 360.
Yeah, well, it's always been Famcam ASMR on YouTube. But
Mm-hmm.
when I started streaming on Twitch, I was doing both ASMR and gaming. I still do, but now predominantly ASMR, whether I'm gaming or not. Um, but because I was mostly doing non ASMR content on Twitch at the time, I decided not to have ASMR in the name, and I threw 360 in its place because Famcam was unavailable. So I had to
See, I
throw,
remember it. I
yeah,
remember it.
and I
See.
threw 360 in because Xbox 360 is my favorite console that I've never
Oh,
owned.
that's nice.
So
That's
I
nice. Like
decided to throw the 360 in as
I'm
tribute
I'm
to
on the
that.
other spectrum. Like I'm a PlayStation guy. Like my
Yeah.
console is like PS2 and then eventually like PS4.
Oh,
Like you know.
I'm actually primarily I'm primarily a Nintendo guy actually.
Oh my god. Like
I love them all, but
Nintendo.
I'm mostly a Nintendo guy because that's what made me a gamer. Mario and Zelda are my two main franchises right there.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Like it's sad, like because my parents haven't like I only owned like one Nintendo back then. Like it was me like about like 9 to 10 years old. It was like Nintendo Colors. Like it was the old console.
Nintendo
It's one of the reasons.
Colors.
Yeah, Nintendo Colors. It's one of the reasons why I got this
Is
eye
that the Game
glasses.
Boy Color?
Oh, Game Boy Colors. I'm so sorry. It's Game Boy Colors. Why did I
Yeah,
say Nintendo Colors? Yeah, I'm just thinking of Switch. It's Game Boy Colors. It's Game Boy Colors.
I
Like
remember the Game Boy Color.
I have like a blue one back then, and like that gadget is the reason why like I got like blinding eyes. Like I have like blurry eyes because you know
Oh yeah.
it has no light and all that. You need to like keep it like on a on a right angle sometimes because
Mm-hmm.
the brightness is not that strong.
It's
It's
not.
not
It
that
hasn't.
strong.
It had no backlight. Nintendo
Exactly.
was very anti-backlight until the SP, I think. The Game Boy Advance SP, I think that had a backlight. But until then, yeah, Nintendo handhelds never had backlights, which was annoying.
Like yeah, like basically if in from there, like that's the only thing that I've handle a Nintendo gadget, and then we quickly switch over to like PlayStation, and
Hmm.
then family computer back then, family computer, and then yeah, from PS1, PlayStation One, and then PlayStation Two, and then eventually like PS4.
By
So
family computer, are you talking about the Famicom?
mm, I am not sure the exact brand, but we just call it like family computers.
Oh,
Probably is.
because the NES, over in Japan at least, and I think other parts of Asia too, it's known as the Famicom, which is short for family computer.
Oh, nice. So what I remember about it, like the games, is like there are like mini games, and like what I've played to that game was like the Olympics. The Olympics that basically like there's types of sports in there, mini games,
Hmm.
and then you played them. So yeah, like probably it is Famcom. I just don't I just don't remember
You know,
the it's
I
so
do need
long.
to point one thing out. The name Famcam is has nothing to do with Famicom.
I see what you did
I
there.
would have loved for it to be based on Famicom, but no, it has nothing to do with it. Fam stands for film, animation, music. K stands for Keith, and
I thought
Cam
you're
rhymes with
just
fam.
waiting for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What are some kinds of games you're playing today?
Because like right now I am a bit busy. I'm still like dedicated throughout my time, basically 60 to 70% to like modding. Like I don't know why, but I still am because it's just like a part of me now. But when I do like basically I play some survivor games like Frostpunk, and
Hmm.
like some small time survival games. And then when like other streamers like invite me to like some games, we played Overwatch.
Oh,
So
I love
like
Overwatch. I haven't played Overwatch in so long. We're gonna have to
like I
play, dude.
like I just I'm so pissed that I haven't got the beta one. Like, come on!
Yeah.
I forgot the stream key one, the very first one they announced it, because I fall asleep and I thought like maybe it's like time based, like from 7 a.m. to like 12 noon and like all that thing. Like I can get some few sleep. I didn't even realize that it was like a limited stocks of like game keys. Like that's my mistake. So I didn't get the Overwatch one. So like basically like it's primarily Overwatch because it's just fast paced. You get to the next match and then you're
Hmm.
good. You're good. Like it's basically like our like pastime Overwatch. So it's basically it switches from um survival games and Overwatch right as of right now.
Nice. Who do you main in Overwatch?
Moira. I'm
Moira.
I'm a support main. I'm a
Yeah,
support
me
main.
too. I'm a Lucio guy.
Oh my god, I cannot use Lucio because I still don't get it. Like I don't know his main function, and like yeah, like
Well, his main function is he's always putting out an energy field around him, and you could
mm-hmm,
switch between speed and healing. So if you're in
mm-hmm.
speed mode, everybody near you gets a boost, and they run faster with you. If you're in healing mode, they just stand near you and they heal up. It's like Soldier 76's campfire, but it's like following you and
and like
staying there, which is
and like
kind of cool.
yeah,
And he also has the ability to push people off the map. If you,
they
I
boop
think,
you.
yeah,
They boop you.
I think that's his right click function. Somebody's near you and they're overpowering you, but they're also standing over a ledge. Just right click, push them off the map.
Yeah,
It's really
that is
fun.
so annoying. So annoying. And like I don't know, like I cannot even like the movements is so like for me complex because Lucio is one of the players that can just like walk through walls, right? I cannot like
He can walk on walls.
walk on
He
walls
can ride on walls.
or ride on walls. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
in a
so
way
fun to do.
it
It's a great way to get you to high places with these.
like it is fun. Like when I tried to like trying out like sports because basically when I game, like I'm support by heart. Basically, in like
Yeah.
when I tried like MMO RPGs, I'm a support. Me and other stuff. So naturally in FPS, I'm a support as well. And like Moira is so much fun, and like I'm basically like a fake support because like I'm a DPS Moira, and like at one point like I got like 54 eliminations. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
You know, when I first got into Twitch, um, I watched a lot of Overwatch streams from Caitlyn.
Hey.
She played as Moira a lot at the time, and she was like joking about how her healing energy is like pee. So I realized that if you get stung by a jellyfish, Moira is the best friend to
Just
have.
that's nice. I call it like piss too. Like I ran out of piss. I ran out of piss. Like so many things like
Yeah.
chaotic. Like I ran out of piss. Like wait a minute, wait. I need to like suck someone's like life force in opponent.
Yeah. Which, by the way, for the record, peeing on somebody to heal them from a bee sting, a jellyfish sting, apparently is BS.
Yeah,
apparently is
like
apparently is BS.
don't do that.
It's an old wives'
Don't do that.
tale. It's
Don't do
just
that.
something they do in movies.
Okay, okay, like don't do that, guys.
Yeah.
Please, come on, get some help.
Apparently, it
Literally.
makes it worse. Yeah, get some proper
Okay.
help. Aloe vera fixes everything. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a
Mm,
doctor, but from my experience,
take a guess.
I've never had aloe vera fail me before.
Hey, like
I've never been
if
stung
it
by.
works,
Yeah,
if it works, it
yeah.
works.
I've never been stung by a jellyfish. My mom has, but
Oof.
yeah, but I have been stung by 8 different bees throughout my
Oh my
life.
god, that's. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel, man.
Yeah,
But
eventually you get used to it though, because like as a kid getting stung, obviously I cried my eyes out. My first memory actually was getting stung by a bee, stepping on one in the grass, running
oh my
around when I was
god.
2 or 2.5, somewhere around there. And my mom took, oh god, she took me in and got a bowl, filled it with warm water and baking soda, and washed my foot in that, and it
Oh
sucked.
my god.
It
Oh
was
my god.
awful.
Like
But
that.
yeah, that was my first memory, y'all.
Like funny enough, like I think like my that's my earliest memories back then. Like well, we're being stupid. Like I'm curious, like what red ants do. You know, I was just like I'm not killing them, just like pushing them and like oh, it's like nice. And then until you get to the point that you got like bitten by it, like ouch,
Oh yeah, you don't want to
ouch.
mess with red ants.
Yeah, red ants, and like I think like I still got like a bit of a scar from why I
Really?
do very curious things as a child. As a child, like never
Yeah.
again,
Yeah,
never again.
my hands are covered with scars. Most of which I don't even remember how they happened, but a couple I do.
Like
Like I do have one right down here. You can't really see it on camera, but I do have one right. Yeah, I don't think you can
oh,
see it. Can I?
it's a bit like there's like some linings over
Is
it,
it gonna? Am I
but
doing
you can
this
do it.
right?
You can do it. You can do it. Come on, camera. We believe in you.
Oh no,
Ca-
that's far away.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, I see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a very faint line in there.
Yeah, that was in high school when I was playing basketball with friends and a friend of mine trying to steal the ball. He never cut his nails, so he.
Ah, that's the worst. Especially like it kind of like soars a bit because like when you get the sensation of being scratched is like, nope.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
and there's one other right around here, not very visible either. I'm not gonna do the focus adjustment thing again, but you get my point.
Mm-hmm.
That was a potato
Oh my.
peeling. That was what I call the
Oh,
infamous
gee.
potato peeling accident. I was peeling some potatoes that had green skin, by the way. So I'm pretty sure if I didn't wash aggressively right after, I would have caught some disease from the incident.
Oh my God. You got a close call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not fun at all.
That is not fun. That is not fun at all. Like I have yeah, like going back to like bites. Like I have so many bites in here since like
Mhm.
you live in a you live in a tropical country. You'll
Yeah.
get mosquito bites
Oh, I
a
bet.
lot. And that's not the worst part. You know what sucks is like getting stung by, I'm not sure if stung is the right term, or bitten by like what we call it, like a bloodsucker. I'm not sure like the proper term at it. We call it bloodsucker here. It's like basically like a little blackish bug, and then when you get bitten, it's gonna swell like crazy, and it's not
Oh,
itchy, and like the sensation is very hot. It is very hot, and
like you
then
got
like
burned.
you got burned, but it's not
Wow.
itchy. All over this, like it's like affected on you. Like you don't know like the proper like remedies about it. Like you can just like put like some cold like ointments and liniments, but it doesn't like fully heal for like up to like a week. It
Wow.
so it's like
That's got to be
it,
annoying.
it sucks. Like you can
Does it
feel like
hurt if you take a
a
warm?
personal
If
healing path.
does it hurt if you take a hot shower and it gets on you there?
No, it doesn't. Like it's just like there is like it's just a piece of lump on your skin. It like you can feel stuff. Like it's not that painful, but it's hot. But it's
Hmm.
hot. You may feel like some of like a bit itchy, but it's not painful. A bit itchy, but uh it's not that
It's
detrimental.
like that part of your body ate a hot pepper.
Exactly. Like you can like go throughout your daily routine from day to day, but you can like just can't help to look like, wow, I have like a red spot in here. Like you cannot
Hmm.
help to notice it. You cannot help to notice. It's like, dang.
Wow.
So like from bloodsuckers to like cockroaches, like wow, never again. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy.
Speaking of biting and hot foods, let's talk pizza on relish.
Hey, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Because
I
yeah,
actually chatted on Frivies, and then she replied to me, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
so
Well, I guess you're
I
not a fan.
I kind of suck because I didn't do my homework for this one because I haven't had pizza at all since we first had this conversation because I'm trying to get back in shape. Um,
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
but
Your excuse, okay?
next
Health
time
is wealth. Health
next
is wealth.
time I have pizza, I definitely am going to try it because I'm a big fan of interesting food combinations. I
Oh,
as a kid I had
you're
chips
on
with
my list. You're on my
as a kid
list.
I had chips with barbecue sauce all the time. Still do sometimes. Uh, I love to make pasta and put it in corn tortillas and have pasta tacos.
Oh, like spaghetti talks. I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere. I've
Yeah.
seen that somewhere. Like, that is interesting. Like that's an interesting food combination.
Yeah, and there's a pizza joint in my area called Mod Pizza, very appropriate for this conversation. It's basically Subway for pizza. You have all the toppings in front of you, and you ask what toppings you want them to put on. Strawberries available as a
You're making me
topping.
hungry, boy. You're making me hungry.
Strawberry on pizza is actually chef's kiss. As disgusting as it sounds, it's
Oh,
actually
I
so
kind of
damn
actually
good.
want to try that.
I can't see anybody who hates pineapple on pizza wanting to try strawberry on
We
pizza
have one
because
here, Keith. You might like it. There's like some parts here in the Philippines. There's like mango on pizza.
ooh, oh,
Mango.
actually I've had that. I've had mango on pizza before. It's not bad.
Respeto, respect,
Yeah.
respect, respect. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
What led you to trying relish on pizza? Is that something you thought of on your own or did somebody recommend it to you?
Because back in like because I'm doing my thesis, and like we have to like work on it. So like basically like I'm staying like on someone else on my classmates' houses, and
Hmm.
then like after like we did some of work, and then like we get to like just chill out. We go to this like exclusive supermarket store near them, and then like they got like all variants of pizzas, like New York style pizza, like
Hmm.
and like different types of pizza. And then there's this cheese pizza. I'm pretty sure it's still New York. And then out when you order, and then there's like condiments area in there. There's only like three options or four options. So there's white onions, mustard, uh ketchup, and relish. And relish
Nice.
in particular. So like that's the first time like I didn't even think about like what relish is. I don't know what relish was. Like I just ate
Wow.
them, and like my classmate just just asked me like, go put it like it's nice, like some cheese and then marinara sauce and then relish and then white onions and then mustard. I know I'm abomination. I'm so
It's all
sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
hey, I'm all
And
for it.
when I ate
Creativity
it,
is
like
creativity is bomb.
it's good. It's good. Like I admire and I respect your wrong decisions in your life, wrong opinions. I mean, but you gotta try it. You gotta try it. Like
Yeah,
it's the bomb. I
my
missed it.
my ideal pizza is vegan cheese, of course. Everyone knows that. With mushrooms, black
Oh,
olives, green
mushrooms.
olives with pimientos. Yes, pineapples, spinach,
We
red.
no shaming here.
Yeah.
No shaming. I'm so
Uh,
sorry, Christopher.
onions of any kind. I usually go for red onions, and then I drown it with crushed red pepper, like a mountain of crushed red pepper on it.
Oh my god.
I've had that on stream during TingleCon one time. I said in the chat, if so and so happens, if we get a certain amount of subs, I will eat a pizza covered in crushed red pepper. On the next host panel,
Oh
and
my god.
because
How does the chat react to it? Like,
oh, they went
mm,
for it, and then I had it, and everyone's like, I
be
mean,
like, oh my god.
that's what I'm picturing everyone's faces like.
Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing to that pizza?
what, are you,
God, man.
what am I doing to that pizza, and in turn, what am I letting that pizza do to me?
It's, I mean, like, hey, let people enjoy what they enjoy, and like,
Yeah,
we just want to share our like
I like putting peanuts
godly
on my pizza too.
experience. Peanuts.
Yeah,
I
I'm a baseball fan. I'll put peanuts on anything.
Interesting. Peanuts. I haven't tried it. Like, it could be. Have you tried like shrimp on pizza?
I have not. Obviously, I
It's
wouldn't
good.
now,
It's
for
good. Like
vegan
we,
reasons. But I encourage anybody else who isn't
I
vegan to try it.
oh yeah, yeah. Like
On my behalf.
I just tried it on my birthday because we ordered like a cheese pizza, no relish. I'm still sad about it, still salty about it. And then like the half of it is like shrimps. I cannot consume shrimp that much because like I'm low
Mm,
key allergic, but it's good. But it's good.
yeah, I have had
It's good.
anchovies on pizza before though, and it's not too shabby.
Mm, I haven't like dwelled to the anchovies yet. As a
Yeah,
pizza topping, mm, I'm open to like I'm open to about
yeah.
it.
The funny thing is, most people in the U.S. don't even think of anchovies unless it's on a pizza, which is really weird. Uh,
I've heard that before.
at least in California. I'm not sure about other places in the country, but yeah.
Like I've heard that topping before, but I haven't like tried it. Like anchovies on. Maybe there isn't there is one here. I just haven't like tried it. Like I
Hmm.
haven't been eating pizza that often. Like just recently, and like it's funny when people like got triggered by it. It's just
Pizza's a very interesting food when it comes to food
oh my
preferences because
god,
people are so
the
damn
amount of
protective.
dedication was the
People
amount of dedication. Like chill,
yeah,
chill.
it's really interesting. Like pizza's like that more than anything else I've come to realize. Like I first of all, I've been vegan for over a decade. I am expected to have a problem with other people's food choices, and yet I don't. So
See, be like Keith, like in a way, like be open, but still, like you can be vegan, like be like
exactly.
Keith, be like Keith. Oh
It's
my god,
really just my food choices. Yeah, I want to help the environment. I want to help animal well-being, and I want to help my own health, but at the same time, I know that trying to get everybody else to eat the way I do just freaking goes nowhere. All that does is isolate you, you know?
Jesus Christ, like come on, man.
There are better
Uh,
ways. If people want to be vegan,
like
they'll
what
do it.
people like, like what people like. Come on, no judgment here, no judgment.
Yeah,
Like we, Jesus, oh my
exactly.
god, like so many people are like more restricted, not being open to other things like compared to you, like you're an actual vegan, like you're more open, like come on. Like if Keith can, why can't you? Why can't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus.
Um, so switching gears here, um, let's talk wheelchair life because much like the original host and founder of the show, Christopher Not Walken, you too were in a wheelchair. Um, would you mind talking about a little background on that? Has it been something that has been through your whole life, or did something happen in the middle of your life that led to it?
So basically I have this disease that was like inborn with me. It's called like
Mm.
osteogenesis imperfecta, but like the prop English term is like brittle bone disease. Like I get like fractures
Oh,
easily. I
oh
get
wow.
fractures like, but like what I remember in my most of my childhood is like I can actually walk. I can actually walk and do most places. Like
Oh
the
really?
wheelchair are like later on in life, not so later on, because like I started like using the wheelchair like when I attend like grade school, you know, like, but back then like I prefer like walking and walking all that and all that. But then like it came to the point like I got so many fractures from all over my body. Like I'm not sure like what the actual count is, like if I'm gonna base it according to my mom, which is like exaggerated, but I'm sorry, mom, love you. Is basically like a total of like 20 plus fractures like from all over my
Wow.
body. So like when people ask me why are you short, like I just don't put good question. I'm just short, you know, I'm just short. So like yeah, like being able to have this disease, like it prevents you from like having like lengthening your bones, because like your collagen takes a long time to like
Yeah.
build up. So like there on that disease, like there are like several types of like on that disease, like from type 1 until to type 7. Like I've researched about this disease. Like the severe types are like dwarfisms, like they are like confined to a wheelchair, and like just a bit of like a bump and a bit of like strenuous task, or like just a bit pressure around their body, like they can automatically like get fractured, which is super scary.
Yeah.
But like on my case, I just this is like self-diagnosed and like uh intelligent guess. Like I'm a bit of a like a type 1 side. It's like you get fractures easily, you get like your eyesight will like eventually get blurry, which is like makes sense. I thought like this is like what Game Boy has done to me, but no, it make kind of makes sense. And then like later on in life, like as I like search, like it will like become like your even your hearing will not be as strong later on in life. But for now, my hearing is good. My hearing is good. So basically, like the main attack of this disease was like the bones. So basically,
Mm.
fractures and all that stuff. So like later on in life, it can like double down on other diseases that might come into me. So like yeah, like I get to the point like when you get so much calcium, you get what you call this? You get kidney stones. You get kidney
Oh.
stones. So I got kidney stones. Like I got like UTI like throughout my life, and
Oh
then
wow.
like just recently, I got like my gallbladder removed because stones and all that stuff. Like there are
Yeah.
like basically some other factors that can contribute to it, but yeah, going back, like I've been confined to a wheelchair since grade school, and then I've been walking. But the most like severe like fracture was like back in 2008 when I broke both of my thigh bone, both sides, because I was walking. And then like I've gotten to the hospital, and I stayed there in the orthopedic hospital on that until like before the new year. So I've been admitted on that hospital for almost like 2 months. 2 months.
Mm.
So like the the recovery was very slow. It's so very slow, very slow. So like it takes me a while to get back on my feet, pun intended. Um so my family led to a decision like, yeah, you need a wheelchair, buddy. You have no other way of option around this. So like yeah, like even then, like even though the recovery was slow, at least like 1 year, a year, yeah, at least a year, slowly, like from being bedridden, I tried to like move around, and then eventually like I have the ability to like at least stand. So like there are like some instances like I stand on my stream like, yes, I'm although I'm disabled, I can still stand. Okay, like don't cancel me, don't cancel me. I can still stand, but not very long because my stamina or endurance of my bones is not that strong compared to the others. Like
Mm.
the most I can stand is like 5 minutes.
Wow.
5 minutes. It's ridiculous. So yeah, 5 minutes. So like when you're traveling, like it's no problem. Like when they want you to stand, like sure, I'll stand, no worries. But just not for very long. So
Mm.
like for back to that accident, and then until now, like I've been confined to the wheelchair. I graduated high school being in a wheelchair. I graduated college being the only one in a wheelchair. So like like I got used to it. Like you get to see people like seeing you like getting look seeing you in a wheelchair. Because I consider myself as like a unique type of like disabled person, or like
Mm.
what others call like differently enabled. Because in my college, people don't like when people don't push me, I push myself, like literally. So
I feel you.
I use my legs. I use my legs to move around. So like when I have like classes on the other side of the building, like okay, my classmates is gonna come home. Like no biggie. I got my bag behind my wheelchair with my laptop. I just go to the next. I just go to the next building and just like walking. And obviously like people are gonna look at you like like you're a freaking specimen, bro. And then you ask help for the guards to like assist you and all that stuff, because like still like despite you can like do some things, like there's still like limitations. So like yeah, like I can still like push around myself like without any other assistance, but it really depends, but there's like at least freedom on it uh in some points. So yeah, until now I'm in a wheelchair. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, you are definitely a trooper, man. Going through all the shit you went through, obviously is not easy, but you seem really high in spirits, and that's incredibly admirable. Um.
Yeah,
So
like obviously like you've gone to like stages of grief, and like
yeah,
you've
totally.
questioned yourself like a lot. So like basically like I just think my family, basically my support system, like even like religion, I'm not that very religious, but there are like some points like I actually like ask for help and like all that uh stuff, and like it's still there, like basically support system from your family, and then like from others IRL.
Yeah.
And like my new support system is like just recently like internet friends, because I okay like maybe like people have gonna have different opinions, because I don't believe in internet friends back then, like because I've tried like back in 2013, like it doesn't
Mm.
work. Like basically like I don't think like in my this is my beliefs back then, like I don't think it doesn't work that way for me. And then
It's a
like
whole different animal.
yeah, it's a whole different one. Like how can you like establish connection back then? Like you need face to face, you like
Yeah.
have some point of have some authentic connection. That's just me, like back then.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just
that
me.
I've been there too. When I started doing
Hmm.
ASMR, I had no clue what I was doing as far as connecting with people in the community. It wasn't until I joined Caitlin's Discord that I sort of broke out of my shell with that, because at the time I yeah, I was fairly social IRL, but online I didn't know what the hell I was doing at all. Like
I could feel that.
yeah, I
I
was
can feel that.
just I was just some I was just some lurker in ASMR for years at the time, and I'm like, can I really be a part of this community? Will they accept me? That kind of shit. But sure enough, they did, thankfully, and it's
We're proud.
now.
We're proud.
I finally found my tribe. Not that my IRL friends aren't my tribe, but they're like I said, that's a whole nother animal. You know.
That's another animal. Like yeah, like not it doesn't help because like I've played like competitive games back then, like
Hmm.
not really, like I'm not really that good at it, but basically I pinpointed this like gaming communities, like the gaming community in general for me, although I don't want to generalize, but on my experience back then, like it was toxic as fuck. So
Oh,
like
of
it
course.
was toxic, it's very very toxic, like
That's
you
why I didn't
learn
become a
some
let's player. I wanted
like
to at one point, believe it or not.
like it's interesting, like you get to learn some of this really interesting, you didn't even know it's racist words, and
Oh
okay,
yeah.
especially when you're in like in Asia, like in Southeast Asia, like uh
Mm.
basically the most popular games here are like competitive games, so basically the gaming community here thrives so much, and then like you can't get help to like to get like exposed to it. So like gaming communities, and then I tried like it changed my mind eventually when I got into ASMR.
Mm.
Like I didn't expect so much love, so much safe space, so much
Totally.
to like anything, like I take a step back, like wait, are they for real right now? Are they shitting
Yeah,
me? Like
totally. Me too.
I
That that was that
question
was ex-
everything,
that
like
was
do you,
exactly my thought process
like
too.
do you have like any agendas whatsoever? Like, oh my god, you're gifting like 100 subs. What is wrong with you?
it
Like,
that
oh my god.
it just goes to show, like, most, I don't mean to generalize, but most human beings
Yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
suck. And it's
I kind of
hard
agree with
it's
you.
hard to
I'm
trust
so
anybody.
sorry. Like,
It's hard to trust anybody, and when everybody is that genuinely positive to you in any way, it gives you imposter syndrome.
mm-hmm,
You feel
mm-hmm,
kind
like
of sus. See what I
it's
did there?
very sus. God dang it. It's kind of sus. It's kind of sus.
Yeah, but after a
It's to the
while,
point.
you get used to it, and you start to understand that, yeah, the ASMR community for the most part genuinely is kind, loving, and all that jazz. Yeah, there are some bad apples in the ASMR community every now and then, like literally
It
everywhere
happens. It's
else.
the
My
internet.
my voice broke at the exact right time.
It
um,
happens.
but
It
yeah,
happens.
it's but yeah, for the most part, ASMR in the ASMR community truly is a safe space. And when people try to make it not that way, everyone is really good to jump on that and deal with the problem. They really
Mm.
are.
So I remember when I first got like a gifted sub to Steph and then eventually to Freebies, I legit like got teary eyed. Like, why is this community so loving? Like, why? Like, I just like want to watch it. Like, I like fairly broke back then. Like, I was thriving on like gifted subs, like just to avoid like ads and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, just why? I was so like and now like I got like have like established something, like I want to give back to them, like
Hmm.
hey man, like I will give some to you back then, like I kind of understand it now in some form or way, like how people like get there are some forms like the causes of why ASMR community is so wholesome, genuinely so kind, overall in most cases, but overall for me ASMR community is very it changed my life. It changed my life, like
Yeah.
legit, no cap. It saved my life back in 2020. Like I'm just thankful. I just thankful. Like it's one of the reasons why like that is like part of me. I want to stream because I want to like give back to them. So like I didn't
Same.
expect so much like support, very much support. So like in a way I want to like give back and like the community is very like appreciative of that, and like I'm appreciative of them as well. Like just thank you. There's no words. Like it's an understatement. No words. I'm just
Absolutely.
thank you. I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful.
Speaking of the community we are super thankful for, we have some fan questions. So the first question came from Crow City. Shout out to Crow City, a fellow Bay Area streamer. What pursued you to stream ASMR? We kind of covered that, but why don't we dive in a little bit more on that? And anything we didn't cover on that you'd like to talk about?
Like yeah, basically like from one meme to another, like just to stream, I don't have like I didn't even like, even though like I was thinking about it, I was never ever like planning on it. And then I told this one person, his name is Viv. His name is Viv. Like
Yes.
maybe I
Shout out
want
to
to
Viv.
try it. And you know what she did? I'm exposing her right now. She bought me equipments. Basically, this equipment, this microphone, and this webcam. She bought me this equipment.
Oh my
So like
god.
I have no other escape now. Like, and still then, like, even though like she bought me some stuff, some equipments, like I still like haven't like I got nervous. I got nervous if I'm gonna like start on it. Like no there's no plan until one day. Until one day, when the thing is over, like I have people have say goodbyes. Like it was like a very cold Friday night of August. Like, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna stream for the memes of it. Like, like because the anxieties was there like looming. And then like when I got the chance to like it goes down, like sure, sure, okay, like just to get it over with, I'm just gonna do one stream. I'm gonna do Train Simulator, and I'm not gonna do ASMR because that's us. That's us. So my very first stream was Train Simulator. It's like unintentional ASMR
Hmm.
and no face cam. There's no face cam. I did my first face cam back in November. Eventually in November. So like it's like a month before like I got like warm up, and then in December traditional ASMR. So I warm up as well. Like it's a work in progress for me. It's a work in progress.
Totally.
So like my first stream, I didn't expect it. So many my mod ships came in and like saying hi, like I'm like a freaking attraction there. Like, holy shit, you're actually streaming right now. There's no face cam. Like it's like basically like fucked up audio. I'm still like using this like my English is like dying, right? Like my dying at that point because like uh because of them like improve my vocabulary in English. Like back then like it was like super low-key broken. Like, oh my god, what is going on? And then like so many people have come up and so many people have like supported me. And then on like yeah, I continued to, like this is like I just call it like a fake stream. That's like my niche because
Fake streams.
yeah, I call it like a fake stream on me. Like when people like, hey, go watch go follow JD, he streams. I said I don't stream. I put like a kappa there. Like I do fake streams. Like I do fake streams because like until back then, until now, like I still cannot believe like I'm actually streaming. So like I'm not like in complete denial, maybe a bit of like imposter syndrome. Like I just for the memes, for me, like it's a fake stream, Kappa. It's a
Well, I'm
fake
gonna
stream.
let you in on a little secret. I've been doing ASMR for 4.5 years, or 4.5, 3.5. How long has it been? 3.5 years on YouTube, and a little over 3 years on Twitch, and I still get those feelings full on to this day. It
Like my
they're
anxiety is
it's
like
not gonna go away anytime
not
soon.
gonna
If
go.
ever,
Yep, like
I'm sure Frivy still feels that way, and she's been doing it forever.
yeah, like she talks about it like when the topic comes around, like she still
Yeah,
has like anxiety, she's still like being nervous, like filming and like talking to her community. But
exactly.
like yeah, I get that it will never get away. It won't. And like I guess like it just it's just like a placeholder for me. Like it's a fake stream. If like I just told them like this is like 10 months of stream. Like it's a joke that went too far because I still like here is like a denial of me so much having so much support from the community. It's too much. It's too much. I got a hype train earlier. I was offline. It was too much. Jesus Christ, what are you guys is doing? Like as of this recording, like earlier before we started this, like I got like a hype train like a couple of hours ago. What are you doing? So like yeah, still on denial. It's still a meme. People get it. People get the joke. But yeah, it's still yeah. I'm just thankful. So yeah, that's how I get into like actually like pursuing it. Someone bought me an equipment. Like I'm low key like pressured. She said no pressured. I just did it anyways.
9 times out of 8, when people say no pressure, there's implied
Pressure.
pressure.
There's pressure. There's
Yeah.
pressure.
One time I played Super Mario Maker 2 on stream, and I was trying to get the world record on a level that Caitlin made. Eventually I did, but on that stream I didn't quite yet. But uh, ChristopherNotWalken was on a Discord call with me during that game, and he said, and I quote, "Keith, no pressure, but like all the pressure." In
Oh
fact,
my god.
here's a clip of that very thing happening right here. Boom.
No pressure, but like all the pressure.
Bruh. Fuck!
Oh my god.
Next questions come from our dear friend of the show, Tori, aka Tiger's Tail ASMR, aka Torishima Eve. She actually made my lighter emote.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
First ASMR video. I guess what was the first ASMR video you've seen?
Like if I'm gonna like completely get out of the Facebook link and the binaural one, which is like it doesn't like include ASMR on it. Barbershop. The barbershop, the old one. Like the 5 minute video. The role play barbershop. Like
By
that
whom?
was my first ASMR. I don't know. It was very popular back. It was like 2007. It
Oh.
likes
So this is
virtual
like
barbershop. Virtual barbershop.
so
If
this
you
was
know
like
that.
before ASMR was officially a thing.
I've watched it like back in 2015, but the video that I've watched was 2007
Oh
because
wow.
I searched ASMR. Like obviously it includes the popular one because this one got like 1 million of views. Virtual barbershop is basically like is like a very poorly PowerPoint Windows PowerPoint virtual barbershop. So like you get to listen and then like
I love
oh oh my god,
it.
like you're whispering. Why are you whispering? Like that's
Yeah.
my first
Every
encounter with.
ASMR artist is so familiar with that question. It's unreal. We all get hit with the "why are you whispering" thing constantly.
Yeah, why are you whispering? Like, yeah, you
And
automatically put like ASMR.
it's a legit question most of the time. Some people are obviously trolling when they ask that, but most people, yeah, don't necessarily understand ASMR and somehow stumbled upon it, so they're a little confused, and that's okay.
Like I put it like in a layman's term, like basically what ASMR is like if you get an experience as a child, like either your mom or your father or basically anything like read you a bedtime story and then you fall asleep, that's ASMR. That's what I've
Yeah,
told them. Like that's
totally,
ASMR.
totally. Yeah,
Mm.
or if your teacher puts you to sleep in class. I had a physics teacher in my senior year of high school, really brilliant guy. But his voice was like really. He was basically the Bob Ross of physics. Tori also asks, "What is your favorite animal?"
Animal. We have my mom is like very my basically my parents are like fond with dogs because like back then we have so many dogs in our like houses, so like I get exposed to dogs at the early age, and like until now like we got like two house dogs and one cat in here, but like in the cat person dog person thing, I'm a dog person. I'm a dog person, but that's my favorite animal.
Yeah, I adore dogs. It's hard to
I love
decide
dogs.
whether I'm a dog person or a cat person. I'm probably closer to being a rabbit person. I have no pets right now, but rabbit is my favorite animal because I identify with them the most. I'm a vegan. I run fast. I was born on the year
Hey,
of the rabbit.
hey,
Um,
that's nice.
I have hair on my face.
It
um,
kind of makes sense. Kind of
and
you get like sort of
yeah,
connection.
and I have a lot of anxiety. Rabbit all the way.
Rabbit. It's God's like you got full of anxieties. You're a rabbit now. You're a rabbit.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
exactly. In
Oh my
fact,
gosh.
Carol ASMR as a couple times has called rabbits tiny Keiths. Yeah,
That's nice. That's nice.
one time I sent her a video of somebody having a bunch of rabbits in a row and petting them with his arm like this.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and she was like, "Oh, look at all those tiny Keiths.
That's so cute. That's so
Yeah.
cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I digress. And last but not least, cake or pie?
Cake or pie? I haven't tried pie. Legit. I haven't tried pie.
Well,
I'm gonna
pizza's
hate
a
me this.
pie, but I know we're
Wait,
talking about
now
dessert
think
pie.
about it. Like in a way, we got like peach mango pie in here, like in
Mm,
our fast food joint. But
nice.
I'm more exposed to like cake, like so many variants of cakes, like ice cream cakes, chocolate cakes, and everything, every
Totally.
cakes. So like I'm just gonna base it on like how what I tried most compared. So like cake. I'm cake. I'm a cake person.
When it comes to desserts, I'm definitely more in the cake camp. I'm not a big dessert person in general, but I'm more likely to go for cake than I am pie. I am gluten free, so if the cake isn't gluten free and the pie isn't, I have to go for the pie and just go for the filling. I always go for the filling only anyway. I do not like pie crust at all. I can't stand
Ah,
it. It's not my thing. So when it comes to cake versus pie, I am a pie person if pizza counts. If it doesn't, I'm a cake person.
my favorite like cake that I've tried, like it wasn't like in like mainstream like cake bake shop that I've tried. It was like a custom made cake. Like it's like a homemade cake. It was like a cookies and cream ice cream cake. It's so good. It's like I'm a cookies and cream person. And, like it's so good,
Sounds
and
really
like
good.
I think it's sugar free. I mean, there may be like shitting on me on that one, but it's good. But it's good.
Sugar-free cake is just bread.
Yeah, like, but it's
It's
sweet. Like
like a
I'm
sugar-free
I'm
cookie.
I'm
It's a
not sure like
cracker.
if like advertising it that right, like Coke Zero sugar free, but it's still like a bit sweet in there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
it's
guess
good.
true. Well,
But
like
it's good.
cuz
I don't know how you
sugar-free
guys done it.
sodas are going to have other sweeteners in it.
Exactly.
That's the
Like
thing. If you don't, it's just seltzer at that point.
come on.
Soda is seltzer with syrup.
Ish.
That's
Like
I'm a realist, sue me.
I think like they put it literally sugar free, but it doesn't mean like it's not sweet free, you know, like oh that is a good combination. Like and then an ice cream. It's an ice cream. So nice.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Yeah,
So like that's my favorite cake. Like
totally. Um, but yeah, thanks once again, JD, for coming or Jadee. I remembered. I
oh my
remembered.
god. Oh my god.
For coming on. Before we wrap up, where could everybody find you on social media?
I am like I'm just trying on the stream side of life. Like I've barely hit a year, and like I'm still like still warming up to streaming itself. Like I haven't been like promoting on some stuff, but you can just find me on Twitch and basically like go to my Discord and like just get notified. Like the socials that I've had is like IRL socials, but I don't care anymore because it's run always follows mostly ASM artists. So like for a meantime, like I can actually like just promote my Twitch and my Discord. So twitch.tv/JD underscore 17. And like you can find there the Discord if you want to get notified. So that's it.
Cool. What are some things we can expect in the future of your channel?
Um, basically, this is all like I have so much stuff that I want to improve. Like first things first, like I've been running because back then I was streaming on my brother's laptop, and like I have like the full freedom back then because like he was so busy back in the pandemic. Like even now, like back then, like he wasn't home that much, so I got like the full access of his laptop. But now, like when things are like the restrictions are like got easiness, so like he often comes home. So I am using this laptop which is like worth 5 years old. This gaming laptop is worth 5 years old. Like thank God I can still like stream. I can still stream. So
Hey,
like,
my PC that I'm talking to you on right now is almost 5 years old.
hey, respect,
It
respect.
has had a few upgrades, but nothing
Hmm.
too major.
Like this, the only upgrade I did here was like installing it an SSD one. That's it. Basically the part is like from back to 2017. So my future plan will be like basically a massive overhaul. Like when my stuff, like my microphone and my webcam, is still like it's still it's still okay. Maybe like my first priority will be having like a gaming laptop, not PC, because space. The space is like an
Totally.
issue. The space is an issue. Like I'm sitting on the floor right now. I'm sitting on the
Really?
floor on my yeah, I'm sitting on the floor. This is like my sofa.
Oh.
I'm sitting on the floor. So basically
Yeah,
a
I'm
gaming
looking
laptop.
I'm looking at the door
This is the door.
and thinking to myself, oh yeah, I guess you are
I,
sitting on the
I'm not
floor.
I'm not that tiny. I promise. I can stand. I can be like level on this doorknob. I promise.
I just wasn't I just never been so observant of that detail. Like I'm observant when I have to be, but when I don't, I'm super oblivious.
It's fine. It is fine. So like basically, yeah, basically my content often revolves around gaming ASMR. Like you guys like low key like the it's not intentionally like influence me, because I get the idea of simulators because I've watched you and Nick do like simulators, flight simulators, and like
Ah,
other
yeah.
gaming simulators, and even Draconis.
Yeah. And
He
shout out
did
to Drake. He's the one that got me into Flight Simulator in the first place.
yeah, like what are other simulators I haven't like touched upon yet? And then like funny enough,
What
like
about Goat Simulator?
oh no, Goat Simulators for Viv. Come on, like that's automatic. That's automatic. I cannot touch that. That's sacred. That's sacred. And yeah, like I've funny enough, like Epic Simulators like giving like simulators, train simulator.
Hmm.
That's it. That's what I've been like doing from there on. So now like I haven't like got access to my brother's PC, which is more powerful. So like I'm trying to like to build up my own setup. So basically like for now like a laptop, a gaming laptop. So I want to like try again the gaming part of the stream. So yeah, gaming part. So gaming laptop. I need it. I need it. Probably try to purchase one in December. Hopefully. 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 Provided that I have like enough budget left after I go to TwitchCon.
Totally. Yeah. I really want to go to TwitchCon at some point, but I'm not going this year because my sister's severely immunocompromised, and I still need to avoid any kind of large gathering to protect her from it. But once the pandemic finally actually subsides, um, like full stop, that's when I'll be going to events like TwitchCon. Until then, I'm
So see you
still,
next year.
yeah,
See you next year.
hopefully, yeah. But yeah. So now I'm only getting together with small groups of friends, and of course my work colleagues when I go in the office, and my family every now and then. But when I see my family because of my sister, I have to take a COVID test before I see them every time.
Yeah, like better be safe. Better be safe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thankfully, I've never tested positive yet to this day.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. That's so great.
Yeah. It's definitely a blessing. And my heart goes out to anybody who has dealt with COVID or is dealing with COVID right now. I know it's not easy. Hang in there, everybody.
It's never like my family has been like contacted like a couple of times, like they have to like isolate. It's hard. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard. So yeah,
Definitely.
I feel you there. I feel you in a way.
Yeah. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you, Jadee, for coming on. It's it's finally coming. Yes, Van Keith. We didn't even talk about Van Keith. Before we close out, let's talk about that. So for those who don't know the Van Keith meme, last year,
last year April 1.
Yes. I was on a streaming hiatus, and we went to our friend Chrissy's chat, and I decided to say that I was going to make that hiatus permanent, and I was retiring from streaming. I felt so bad because the look on her face, she looked so sad, so somber, and it was April 1st. It was after midnight, so it was April 1st for us. And that's why I did it.
Oh, I can't. Oh no, really? Really? Oh my gosh. April. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Like
I got her to
I was one of the among people like, oh no, Keith, no. I was about to type it before like you chat there or like, like "Shh, okay, okay.
yeah, that led her to curse on stream for maybe the 7th time ever, I think it was.
Oh my god.
It was glorious. I do feel bad, but at the same time, it was a pretty glorious moment because I'm an asshole.
I love it.
but yeah,
Never change, never change, never change.
And then
You do you.
And then she was like, "You're banned," and then I clipped it, and then Jadee made I almost said Jadee again because I've been saying it for so long.
Jadee.
Yeah, I know I can, but once I know the proper way to say it, I feel compelled to say it that way. But anyway, made a command. ! Ban Keith, and it pulls up the link, and now that's the case on my channel. I believe that's now the case on your channel as well.
I need to put that. Thank you for reminding me.
Do it after the call. Do it after the call.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, because it's an important part of our culture now. But between Jadee and I and Chrissy and anybody else who wants to be in on the meme, ban Keith. #ban Keith. It's in the title of this video, and now you know. I've only ever been banned once. Funny little story. I immediately got unbanned because it was at James Bond 235 stream, long before I became a mod on his channel, among many other channels.
No.
But so I love to mess with him and request some silly trigger words. Sometimes, often gibberish. There's, if you know homestarrunner.com, you know this one. For hobo gods, there's this character named Strong Bad who, back when Homestar Runner was a regular thing that they put out content on homestarrunner.com, fans could email Strong Bad. They're really emailing the brothers chaps who run the show. But Strong Bad answers it in an episode, and somebody asked him, or just emailed him saying, "I love you. Fovo guys have been fabbing. And he was like, "Look, Fovo gods, can I just call you Fovo gods? Look, Fovo gods, I'm sorry to say, but the feeling ain't mutual, mainly because of your long freaking name." But that eventually became a meme in the Homestar Runner universe. They even did a song saying, "I say, come on for hobo gods, and come on for hobo gods. Everybody to the limit, everybody to the limit, everybody come on for hobo gods." So anyway, I digress. I requested for hobo gods as a trigger word, and one of the mods instantly banned me, thought I was a troll, and without blinking an eye, Josh was like, "No, don't ban Keith," and he unbanned me instantly. But because of that, forever on my record, because if you're a mod, you can see how many times somebody had a comment deleted, how many times they've been timed out, how many times they've been banned. So forever on my record on his channel, I have one ban.
I'm the opposite. I get banned so much because I'm a troll mod. No regrets. I got banned like 3 times earlier on Chris Landon's stream. No regrets.
Really?
No regrets.
Care to share some of the incidents?
Because like it was like basically typical stream, and then like so many of his communities are like gifting and giving bitties, and then what I do was like throw money at Chris, and then he proceeds to like delete it. So like I think I used this new feature. I just learned this just now. So when you type /announce and then any message, throw money at Chris, he cannot delete it. He cannot delete that. So like
that's only available for mods, right?
Yeah, it was only available for mods or even like streamers. So basically just mods. So like he cannot delete that. So keep throwing money at
my
Chris.
God.
Keep throwing money at Chris. So
I didn't know this.
Some mod secrets, you know, like I know that you're like a very good and like very zen mod, but I'm a very chaotic. Hey man, I could be wrong. So
Bro.
like
Bro,
It hap-
I am, trust me, dude, I am just as the only reason why I'm such a Zen mod in your streams is because half the time I'm working and lurking. But
Nice,
when
nice.
I'm not,
Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe I read that. So yeah. So like you cannot delete the announce one. They don't fix that. Twitch doesn't fix that one. So like it happens like throughout the whole stream of Chris Landon's stream. It got to like 3 hype trains. I kept putting that shit. He bans me. He bans me a couple of times. It was so funny. Like I kind of need that bad because I was like working at the same time. I was distracted. So like,
oh my god.
when he bans me, I'm gonna work on my stuff. And then when he unbans me, again announce throw money at Chris right now. Even get to something like wish list and in his story. He bans me, I gotta go working.
That's awesome. Dude.
Amazing.
Oh my god, that
He's
that
gonna
is
hate
great.
me.
I learned
He's gonna
something
hate
today.
me.
I've learned something incredibly important today. And if
Very
and if,
important.
and if
very-
you're watching and you're a mod
a
somewhere,
life-changing.
you learned a life-changing tool.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Share this video though and let everybody hear the secret through this. Don't tell it to anyone yourself, but yeah, have them watch this video and find out for themselves. That's how it's gonna work. But yeah, with that, thank you, Jadee, for coming on once again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hashtag remember hashtag ban Keith and hashtag throw
Ban
money
Keith.
throw money at Chris.
Throw money at Chris.
make
This is
sure-
important.
That's very
It's what it
important.
means.
Make sure to give Jadee a follow on Twitch. Show him some love. He is a fantastic ASMR streamer. Like seriously, he may not realize it now, but I do. He is actually one of the greatest. The quality of your stuff is phenomenal. Your stuff helps me out a lot at work. If I'm struggling to do something, if I'm overwhelmed on something, your streams are genuinely one of the most effective at getting me out of that funk and getting me back in the zone.
Like I'm even surprised like people are like saying that. Like even like some big streamers I will not name, like really? Like why? Like they just thankful when I just thank them like wow. like it's one of the reasons why I continue to stream because like I want to talk about like talk about some stuff and have like ASMR. So like I'm so appreciative to the community itself. So like just
Exactly.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. And with that, make sure to follow Jadee. Jesus Christ. Make sure to follow Jadee. Join his Discord. So he has such a phenomenal community, let me tell you. And of course, make sure to subscribe to It's Getting Late. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below for the algorithm, for the engagement. And I love talking to y'all. It's one of my favorite things. It's why I'm so active on Twitter, because I love interacting with the community so much, and I love spewing, not misinformation, don't get me twisted, but I love spewing nonsense. Playful nonsense. It's kind of my thing.
That's the keyword.
Exactly. And of course, make sure to follow my stuff as well. I stream ASMR on Twitch. I do ASMR on YouTube.
Follow Keith or else.
Follow Keith or else ban Keith. And of course, I'm now making TikToks. Not ASMR for the most part. I just like to be an idiot on the internet. That's one of my places to do that. But yeah, with all that, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time. And as always, stay chill. Have a good night.